Okay, I'm tired, but I'm going to do this anyway. And I've uploaded this because this reply of yours did not make it into the thread for some reason. Pinterest, well, it's common with Pinterest. But anyway, we don't agree they should burn. I never wish bad on anyone, but God will send you to a place with no God. Okay, so, well, I gotta say it's ironic because many Christians still say it, but in the past they would often say that we send ourselves to hell. But so it's actually ironic that you say that God will send us. But anyway, okay, so we don't agree they should burn. Well, why are you a Christian then? I mean, how can you agree with a book that says we should, and that burning is the appropriate or right punishment from the merciful God? I never wish bad on anyone. Well, you do by default because you're a Christian. What does that even mean? You never wish bad on anyone. Fuck. But God will send you to a place with no God if you don't want to be with Him. Okay, so why are we? Well, obviously that place involves burning. So it's strange that you say you don't agree that they should burn, but why does a godless place involve burning, and why do you agree with that? Well, why you said you don't agree with it, but that's just the way it is in hell is what it's called. Well, that's what everyone usually typically calls it. So, I mean, you leave that out. First, you say we don't agree that they should burn, but then you say simply a place with no God. You leave the burning out of that sentence right there. That part of your reply. Okay, the beauty you see, the mountains, waterfalls, blah blah blah. You're asserting God did all that. While you can't prove God exists, let alone created all these beautiful things. And I can't remember the word offhand, but Matt Dillahunty used to say it a lot. You're smuggling it. You're smuggling God into this. So that's all you're doing. And aside from that, you're ignoring all the horror. So, yeah, I mean, you have, what's horror? I mean, you say it yourself. Burn. Torture. That's hell. That's horror. And in this mortal existence of a life, we have death, we have illness, we have disease, we have violence, we have all kinds of shit. We have destructive lightning. That's horrific. So you ignore all the horror. You see His heart in everything. If you just open your eyes. Yeah, but also you mentioned you don't agree that they should burn. Well, then you just say that you see His heart in everything. You just don't need to open your eyes. You're the ones saying, you guys are the ones smuggling God into this. You can't prove God exists, let alone created everything, and seeing His heart in everything. What the fuck is that? I guess His heart is also in hell then. What the fuck? Yet many will refuse Him. Why does that upset you? Why do you care? I mean, why is refusing Him bad? And it sounds like you guys are more upset about it than God ever could be. And He's the one that sends people to hell. You want all the... Well, let's put it this way. Okay, you guys say that you think that spreading the gospel is good. Well, you're accepting the God who made that gospel as you guys believe it to be. Even if it is, you guys accept that at people's expense. You guys accept God over people. Now, if Christianity was true, it wouldn't make a difference because, well, again, I mean, you're taking God, you're choosing God over people, rather than saying, oh well, God, you're making excuses for him, apologizing for him, and everything else. You're taking his side. You're agreeing with him. You're worshiping him instead of telling him to fuck off. You want all the good, but don't want the one whom you're the one saying that he made all the. Well, let's put it this way. No, that's actually inaccurate of a statement anyway. You want all the good, but don't want the one who made it. All the good that we like is forbidden in this life. That's called sin. Remember? So what the fuck? And all you're doing is here is preaching anyway. You want all the good, but don't want the one. Why would we reject the one who made all the good? That's the problem with you guys. You never question. I mean, you never ask instead of preaching. You're saying that in an accusational manner. You don't want all the good, but don't want the one. Why wouldn't we want the one who made all the good? The answer is that all the good that we want is forbidden. To which I would ask, well, why would we want to be in heaven if everything here is bad that we like? Or, if it is allowed in heaven, why is it not allowed in this life? Premarital sex for a strong example. Why would anyone be mad because God sent people to a place without his presence? Why are you content that God made why are you content that God made that place of burning and torture? Just because we didn't want him. Why does that call for a punishment? Why is it deserving of a fucking consequence or a punishment? As you guys just obsess so much with consequences. Without his presence, if they chose that. Why do we have to choose anything? You ever consider asking yourself that? Why a choice is even a. Why are we choosing? Why is it a matter of choice? I bet you don't even. Whatever.